Well, all lanes of traffic on I-74 near Batesville are open. A semi-truck crash actually stopped traffic this morning. Here it is right here. Sergeant Stephen Willis tweeted a photo of the truck. This is why the highway was closed during this morning drive. The damage meant that even with the westbound lanes, they had to be closed down so the barrier wall could be repaired. Traffic was being diverted for a while, but as you can see, a huge backup still formed. But again, traffic is moving again right now. Well, new at noon, prosecutors in North Carolina have indicted a father in the murder of his son. 57-year-old John Russell Witt, has been indicted with killing his son, Bobby Witt. The 10-year-old grew up in Sardinia with Witt and his mom. Now, family says they never knew the boy or his mom were missing. Witt told them they had moved overseas. Witt's skeletal remains were found near a highway sign in North Carolina and were unidentified for years. His mother's remains were found back in 1998. Witt is already serving time in a Kentucky federal prison for robbery. In other news, a Warren County grand jury has also indicted a Dayton area woman in a fatal crash. Our partners with the Journal News say Emily Bell is facing a number of charges, including aggravated vehicular homicide and driving under the influence. Investigators say Bell caused a crash last September in Franklin Township that killed Betty Sandlin. Bell will face a judge later this month. Well, Sherry, as you said, S-U-N.
That's right. The sun is out, and it is going to warm things up nicely for us. Already doing its job. We do find, though, a cluster of some showers, storms, and clouds just south of Minneapolis, more in eastern portions of Iowa, moving into Illinois there. Some of those clouds, but much of this is starting to fall apart. Don't think we have much to worry about today, as we will be seeing lots of sunshine. We're still seeing a little bit of that northwesterly flow, so we've got these temperatures in the lower 60s now, but look out to the west and you see the red particle lines. That's our warming, and that is going to be moving in later as well as into tomorrow, so temperatures will continue to warm up for us today. 64 in Lexington, but Chicago right now under the influence of the warmer weather, and they're in the mid 60s. We're going to get there later this afternoon. Normally we're at 73 degrees. We won't do that today, but we'll get a little closer tomorrow and certainly surpass it as we go into your Thursday. Today we're expecting maybe around 67, 68 degrees with lots of sunshine. And as we go through the evening, we're still looking at very clear skies all the way into the overnight hours. We will not be as cold as waking up in the lower 40s this morning. It will likely be the upper 40s for us tomorrow. So when I return, we'll show you our chances for rain. We don't have a lot, but it is in our 9 First Morning forecast. The warmer temperatures, though, Ryan, that's the bigger story.
Sherry, thank you. The New York Times says the White House is reviewing military plans against Iran. The paper reports that Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan presented a plan that would send up to 120,000 U.S. troops to the Middle East. This report comes after Iran's president announced a partial withdrawal from a nuclear deal. You know, Cincinnati is looking at reducing penalties for some minor marijuana charges. Tomorrow, an ordinance will go before the full council that, depending on the final version that gets the final approval, would decrease the fines and maximum jail time for some possession charges. Police Chief Elliot Isaac says this ordinance makes him a little uncomfortable, but he will enforce it.
I will enforce what this body legally charges me to do.